The headlines for tonight. Practice moderate Islamic approach, people told. Diesel worth 230,000 ringgit seized in SIBU. Cause of the system outage at the US Federal Aviation Administration under investigation. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. I'm Shira Abang Mansor and this is TVS Nightline. US President Joe Biden has instructed a thorough investigation into the cause of the system outage at the US Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) that caused thousands of flight delays and cancellations.
I'll tell you, I just spoke with Buttigieg. They don't know what the cause is, but I was on the phone in about 10 minutes. I told them to report directly to me when they find out. Aircraft can still land safely, just not take off right now. We don't know what the cause of it is. They expect it to be able to, in a couple hours, they'll have a good sense of the cause, and we'll respond at that time.
When he was asked whether the outage was caused by a cyber attack, Biden responded with, "We don't know." U.S. flights were slowly beginning to resume departures after FAA scrambled to fix a system outage overnight. The FAA ordered airlines to pause all domestic departures after its pilot alerting notice to air mission system went out.
A total of 27,000 litres of diesel worth over 231,000 ringgit was seized by the Marine Police Region 5 on Tuesday during the OPE contraband conducted on January 10th. Two men aged between 25 and 34 years old were arrested after failing to produce valid documentations on the controlled items.
Pada jam lebih kurang 2.14 petang hingga 3.45 Selasa lalu, pasukan pegawai serta anggota pasukan Polis Marine SIBU semasa menjalankan ops kontraben telah membuat pemeriksaan dan serbuan terhadap sebuah kenderaan jenis Pajero di tepi jalan Sanya dan sebuah gudang tidak bernombor di tepi jalan Terusan Rantau Panjang di SIBU. Hasil pemeriksaan dan serbuan telah menahan dua lelaki tempatan berusia dalam lingkungan 25 dan 34 tahun. Keseluruhan rampasan dianggarkan bernilai ringgit Malaysia 231,774. Semua barangan rampasan ditangkapan diserah dan dirujuk kepada pegawai penyiasat KPDN SIBU untuk siasatan dan tindakan selanjutnya.
The case, added Zulkifli, is currently being investigated under the Control of Supplies Act 1961.
Unity in Sarawak proved that the state has always adopted a moderate approach to its Islamic teaching. The Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Jari Tonopeng, said practicing a moderate Islamic approach was necessary in order to maintain racial harmony. As such, he pointed out various Islamic projects statewide have been implemented while providing special assistance for other religion groups. For further details, let's hear from Lorenzo Isaac, who is currently at the appreciation ceremony for Islamic agencies held in Islamic Complex Centre Hall, Kuching, earlier tonight. Go ahead, Lorenzo.
Thank you, Shira Abang Mansor. Currently, I am at the appreciation ceremony for the Islamic agencies led by the Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tonopeng, located at Majma Convention Centre Hall in Kuching. As such, the Premier of Sarawak has stressed the importance of moderate Islamic approach to maintain racial harmony. The GPS chairman said practicing a moderate Islamic approach was necessary in order to maintain racial harmony in the state. He said that this is because our people here are united and that the Muslims and the non-Muslims are all united, and very well they have belief in the Islam community because their practice is based on knowledge. He also added that the state did not condone racial or religious bigotry. He also urged Sarawakian Muslims to be balanced and moderate. Commenting further, in his keynote address, science is an aspect that must be in Islamic teachings and use the Islamic astronomy knowledge theory and apply it. Abang Johari also explained better understanding in scientific knowledge in preaching Islam would strengthen interreligious relationships. Astronomy itself is a knowledge of science. Al-Falak is related to astronomy. Its philosophy articulates how the solar system, including the stars in the sky, the earth, the sun, everything is bound to by an equilibrium that makes it a balance. He also stressed that the core of science is also research. That's all the updates that I have for today. We return to the studio. Thank you, Shira.
Thank you, Lorenzo, for the update. Now, Singapore is the best model for Sarawak's future, says Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunopeng. He further added that Sarawak has the capability to be further developed in terms of its wealth and renewable resources.
But they have strength in their human capital and also the brain power. Jadi sebab itu saya nak buat comparison. If only we have Singapore's brain power, coupled with our natural resource, definitely we can be far, far ahead of Singapore. But unfortunately, we were not within that category yet. Sebab itu, bukan saya nak mendewa-dewakan Singapura, tetapi sebagai asas untuk kita merencanakan hala tuju bagi negeri Sarawak.
At the same time, the Premier hopes that Sarawak will be a progressive region in Malaysia in the near future. Elaborating further, Abang Johari said the state not only possesses political stability, but also economic strength that contributes to the state's revenue.
At the same event, Abang Johari said Sarawak is optimistic in realizing its vision of becoming a major food producer. As such, the state are looking into initiative to produce food for livestock from waste biomass.
Sarawak mengeluarkan oil palm, termasuk Malaysia. Kita tahu sudah ada teknologi di mana the waste can be turned into animal feed. Waktu tu kita import makanan haiwan daripada luar negara. Apabila harga nilai ringgit kita lemah, harga import naik. Maka mereka yang menternakkan ayam ataupun sapi ataupun kerbau terpaksa meningkatkan harga daging. Konsekuensi. Tapi Sarawak ada biomas yang boleh dikonvert menjadi animal feed dan menjadi fertilizer. Saya rasa dalam tahun yang akan datang kita gunakanlah cara-cara baru untuk kita menguruskan negeri Sarawak itu.
Adding further, this will acquire relevant parties to be innovative in managing their resources.
Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunopeng plans to expand solar project as an alternative power source. Abang Johari said that homes equipped with solar panels could reduce their electricity bills and domestic consumers can even sell the energy back to Sarawak Energy Berhad SIBU.
He continued that he have asked the Minister of Utilities and Telecommunications, Datuk Julaihi Narawi, to find an expert to implement the project.
Kita nak berikan elektrik kepada rural areas, ini energi, dan kita hendak mempunyai abundance of energy for our industries. Saya nak syorkan sekarang ini sudah ada teknologi solar. Apakah kita tidak boleh mempromosikan solar di rumah-rumah kita? Kita minta pihak arkitek also to give this idea. How to position your solar on the roof. Design as if there is no solar panel there. Kalau ini berlaku, bermakna keluarga boleh mendapat elektrik melalui solar di atapnya. Tapi kita dapat menurunkan kos kepada keluarga. Kerana tak payah lagi bayar bil. SIB has excess energy which they can sell to the industry because you have extra energy. Si payahlah rely on hydro aja. If they can sell to SIB, SIB will sell back to the industries. Industries need a huge amount of energy. Jadi pada saya, kita can amend our law allowing SIB to purchase excess electricity by the people who use solar.
He said this while addressing the Premier's Ceremony 2023 on Thursday. Abang Johari said he will hold further discussions on the matter because its implementation involves many things, including legal aspects. The ceremony was also attended by his wife Puan Sri Dato' Ama Jumaini Tun Tuanku Bujang, Deputy Premiers of Sarawak Dato' Ama Douglas Uga Embas and Dato' Seri Dr. Sim Kui Hian.
Sarawak Utilities and Telecommunication Minister Dato' Julaihi Narawi lauds the proposal of Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunopeng to expand the use of solar for domestic use. According to him, his ministry will hold further discussions with related parties, including Sarawak Energy Berhad SEB, in regard to the matter.
Apart from SCB, the matter will also be forwarded to legislative bodies as the implementation of the project involves ordinance and laws.
Kita menggalakkan penggunaan penjanaan tenaga elektrik melalui sistem solar yang boleh dijual kepada SCB dan ianya akan ditolak daripada bil. Cuma bezanya ialah SIB akan menyimpan lebihan daripada tenaga yang dihasilkan oleh pihak pengguna domestik. Jadi di situ kita perlu melihat dari segi ordinans dan perundangan lah. That's why saya katakan tadi kita perlu melihat dari segi semua aspek bagaimana hendak menggalakkan penggunaan solar, terutama sekali penggunaan solar di kalangan pengguna domestik, terutama sekali apabila kita dapat menjana tenaga elektrik melalui solar di atas bumbung projek perumahan. Kita akan bincang secara detail.
He added such effort will benefit communities in the rural areas. So far, the government through SCB has approved the first AI solar farm in Sarawak.
Pemasangan solar panel di atas bumbung rumah. Jadi kalau kita lihat, kalau dipasang di atas bumbung rumah, saya rasa tidak menjadi masalah. Ini merupakan satu cadangan yang amat baik sekali lah. Dan kita amat mengalu-alukan cadangan yang amat berhormat Premier kerana banyak kebaikannya daripada cadangan tersebut apabila dilaksanakan. Memberi keuntungan kepada pengguna domestik dan lebihan tenaga elektrik boleh digunakan untuk industri.
He told this to reporters after the Premier's 2023 message ceremony in Kuching on Thursday. Previously, Abang Johari had requested for the Ministry of Utilities to refer to experts in relation to the development of rooftops as solar sources to increase Sarawak's ability to produce energy.
Sarawak's stable political environment and the pace of economic development have positioned the state prominency in securing a better future. Under the GPS government, led by Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunopeng, has charted the state's direction in both economics and development policies, namely the Digital Economy Agenda, Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy PCDS 2030, and Green Economy, apart from other significant establishment agencies.
Sarawak will be on track to attain the goal to be advanced region in Malaysia by 2030. Abang Jo is innovative, courageous and visionary. He's a leader that serves as a pillar of inspiration for all of us. He acts with a clear intention to bring Sarawak to a greater height.
Uga further added that among the proof of success achieved under Abang Johari's leadership was the state revenue, showing a drastic increase. He revealed that in 2017, Sarawak generated a revenue of 6.7 billion ringgit, followed by 7.2 billion ringgit in 2018 under the Premier's leadership. For 2023, he said that the state's income is projected to exceed 11 billion ringgit. He said this in his speech at the Premier of Sarawak keynote address held at the Borneo Convention Centre Kuching BCCK on Thursday.
The body of a woman who was involved in a car accident in Tanjung Kunyit Ferry Pier was found afloat by authorities in Batang Lebaan River. According to SIBU's police chief ACP Zulkifli Zuhaili, the body of 37-year-old Lee Junhui was discovered at 9 a.m. on Monday. Family members of the deceased were summoned the next day to identify her body at SIBU Hospital mortuary.
The incident, which took place last Friday, January 5th, involved 3 victims, 2 of which had gone missing, while the driver, a 38-year-old man, survived the crash. Prior to Lee's discovery, the body of 61-year-old Philip Yin Chung Leong was found in the same river, about 10 kilometers away from the scene on Sunday. The case is classified as sudden death.
Coming up right after the break, Ministry of Utilities and Telecommunication lauds move to expand solar use. Malaysia may halt palm oil export to EU right here on TVS Nightline. Stay tuned. Welcome back. New Lawas Hospital requires modern medical equipment and expert doctor services. According to Lawas Member of Parliament, Dato' Henry Sum Agong, given the locality of Lawas, having access to such facilities in the soon-to-be-completed hospital would provide better service deliveries to the community.
Previously, the construction of the 165 million ringgit hospital was scheduled to be completed in December 2023. However, the construction has been delayed due to several factors, including the implementation of the Movement Control Order MCO and the difficulty in acquiring manpower. Currently, the construction project of the new hospital is scheduled to be completed in February 2024.
Malaysia may consider halting the export of palm oil to the European Union in retaliation for the trade bloc's new deforestation regulations. According to the Deputy Prime Minister cum Minister of Plantation and Commodities, Datuk Seri Fadilah Yusof, this is one of the options Malaysians would consider to deal with the EU's negative palm oil campaign that has been turned up a notch in recent years.
He added that Malaysia will involve Indonesia in the discussion, the world's biggest producer and exporter of palm oil, in his upcoming work visit to the country at the end of January. Fadilah further added that the EU's new deforestation regulations also negate progress made by Malaysian palm oil players to comply with sustainable palm oil production rules.
Then we can strategize more effectively dari segi bagaimana kita nak market produk kita, bagaimana kita nak tangani segala sekatan or the negative campaign by a certain group of people, termasuklah NGO and so on. So we need to engage all this group. Then eventually nanti kita akan salah satu strategi bagaimana kita nak pergi, mungkin berjumpa dengan pihak-pihak berkepentingan di EU, termasuklah NGO dan the government, supaya bersama dengan Indonesia kita akan dapat perbetulkan persepsi yang tidak baik ke atas palm oil production.
He said palm oil has become the preferred edible oil due to its pricing and versatile uses. Expanding and diversifying the oil palm industry and exploring market-specific uses of palm oil products will raise Malaysia's global market share for the commodity. Fadilah said the global demand for palm oil is also rising in tandem with the global economic recovery, and this has increased demand for the commodity in both food and non-food sectors.
Sultan of Terengganu, Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin today granted an audience to Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim at Istana Syariqiyah. The vehicle carrying Anwar was seen entering the palace ground at 10:27 a.m. and leaving about an hour later. The audience with Sultan Mizan is the first by Anwar since the Pakatan Harapan PH chairman, who is Tambun Member of Parliament, was appointed as Malaysia's 10th Prime Minister on November 24th last year. After the audience, Anwar is scheduled to meet heads of federal government departments in the state at the Dewan Senat of University Malaysia Terengganu, UMT. Thank you for staying with TVS Nightline. Now, Wavy Mobility, an Indian startup company, on Wednesday, January 11th, unveiled a prototype of what it called the country's first solar-powered electric vehicle named EVA. The two-seater smart car comes with solar panels on its roof to provide additional charging on top of a battery pack, allowing the vehicle to run for up to 10 kilometers a day.
Wavy Mobility's Chief Operating Officer Vilas Deshpande said the company planned to launch the vehicle in the market in approximately 18 months.
With this particular car, we are able to get 10 kilometers of range every day on an Indian climate condition. That comes up to almost 3,000 kilometers of range for a whole year, which for many people is about 1/3 of what they need for their whole requirements for the year.
The clean vehicle push comes at a time when the Indian government is looking to cut emissions and pollution in major cities while also reducing its oil import bill. India is offering companies millions of dollars in incentives to build electric vehicles, EVs, and their parts locally.
In conjunction with the Miri Kongsi Bazaar 2023, a road closure at Jalan Raja, High Street and the parking area in front of Miri resident office are closed from being held starting January 11th to 21st from 6:30 p.m. to 12 midnight. Another road closure will be effective starting January 14th, and this will involve roads such as Jalan Kingsway's main road from the junction in front of the Central Police Station to the junction at Jalan Datuk Sri Chia Chin Sin. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. More headlines anytime at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. And that is all for TVS Nightline. I'm Shira Abang Mansor. Thank you for watching.